Another video, and how I like to say, a game a day keeps the stress away. As you can see, we have some naval action here, and to my surprise, it's actually a AI nation. So West Yakutia, who is, let me just check again, not that I'm talking complete nonsense. Come on, man. This is like ridiculous when on the phone, although it's a good phone. So East Yakutia is West Yakutia NPC controlled? Yes, it is. So East Yakutia is AI controlled, and this here as well. So I guess he built a navy, and his navy consists of a aircraft carrier, 3 battle cruisers, three battleships, 3 cruisers, 3 destroyers, and on that battleship we have 4. Well, it says transport here, but it's actually some attack bombers, I think. No, tactical bombers, sorry. So I was surprised as those bombers bombed away one of my transports while it was landing at Alexandrovsk. Yeah. And then I followed the line of his returning in order to just bomb away whatever airfield was there. So it led me to Gur, and when I was going there with part of my navy and send the other part of this fleet, and the other part to bomb the Castri, so I can land there. I guess they started attacking. I mean, I was surprised because it's a full stack, and then I had like only 2 destroyers, 2 subs, and that's like 2 battleships and 2 cruisers here, which were taking the blow. He's in a defensive position, so I now split up all the ships so that the destroyers can attack. As you know, they're good versus subs, not so good against other ships, but they are an attack still, because if you keep them in the stack with the battleship and the cruiser, they will be out of range. Same with yeah, now the plane is up in the air. So same with the subs. So I split those up. The same here for this pack. So the subs will be there soon, as well as the destroyer. The battleship will in 14 minutes be able to shoot, I think. However, I'm just gonna split the cruisers here as well, just because they have a way smaller range than the battleship, and I'm guessing that when the battleship arrives, the cruisers won't be able to shoot. So let's just split that. Yeah, see? So 70 minutes for the cruisers with their own speed to reach that, and 13 minutes for the battleships. So they will start bombarding this fleet very soon. My cruisers are doing good work against the bombers. The thing is, with this fleet here particularly, I didn't really upgrade them to the max level, so that's why they are taking a bit of damage, or rather more damage than they would in a normal case. I have my other fleet, which was stationed here on a patrol duty, which, as you can see, is also not fully upgraded, but that's because I have been pushing hard into the continent. I took over half of Mongolia's territory overnight. Then he came on and said, like, well, dude, in act of good faith, I'm just gonna pull my troops back. Let's peace up, and we'll join you in your coalition. And later I will definitely join you in your alliance as well. He's a new player, same with Tibet, so they aren't really that aware of what's going on here. As you can see, I see all his troops still, as I have the intelligence from yesterday. I will definitely have the intelligence in 3 hours as well, my personal opinion. So I started moving all my troops that were at his border, which was like plenty, upwards, and started to take new territories here. So I will be getting a good piece of this as the new day commences. As like I mentioned, I did have some points where let's say I fortified a bit. I built some units, so just in case somebody comes, I can have enough reaction time for them to gather, let's say. So then this guy slipped through, so now they're chasing him down. As soon as they do that, I can just bring them back over. Here, some guy pushing into California's territory, so I am again strengthening my core provinces. And at the same time, I built some medium tanks overnight. I just let some of the underdeveloped provinces build them. It took like 15 hours per tank, but I didn't want to rush resource. I just spent like 4,000 manpower or whatever to order 2 new destroyers and 2 new subs just in case something happens to any of the ones in this fleet, and so I can cover the loss quickly. I still have the strongest fleet, of course. And the other thing that I'm doing is I'm building, or I'm trying to build, like stepping stones, airfields, or aircraft factories, depending on the province. So I can move my planes up. Those are my attack bombers, and I have my strategic bombers, which will bomb some stuff soon. So yeah, I'm moving them around, a few interceptors, checking what's going on here and there. So a lot of stuff to move, and since I haven't invested in infrastructure, it takes a while. The good thing in not investing in infrastructure when you're doing quick pushes and you're rushing enemy territory is that if this enemy somehow manages to organize a counterattack or something, it will take him exactly as long to get to somewhere where it is relevant for you to lose. And in that time, you can organize a very good defense. So that's also the idea behind that kind of an approach, just so you are aware. So yeah, I'm thinking as soon as I get this fleet off my back over here and the day's over, I can move some of these infantry troops, because then the morale of those provinces will be high enough for them to be without a garrison in them. And then I can just kind of cut off British Columbia's approach. He and as well as South Mexico wanted to share map with me, some others as well. I'm not sure what the limit to sharing map is. As you are aware, I have some map shares already, and my allies started attacking here in South America, so they can push into North America later. So that's a big offensive here, as you can see. I'm not aware what, because I cannot share the map due to that limit with South Mexico and British Columbia. I'm not aware what kind of troops they have, but I'm thinking they are following the same strategy as California and Kentucky, sending small troop amounts here and there to swiftly conquer some territories, and then just gather the resource in order to build up in the home country. I want to check somewhere maybe where I can see core province here, New Orleans. Not seeing anything that great here actually. So that means even if they want to mass produce, they have to actually upgrade all the buildings. This would take forever. Here are level 2. So yeah, even if in a stable province at a low level production, it will take several hours. So it has to be like level 3 to be like 6-7 hours production time for higher level units. So I'm thinking that's going to be a quick rush. In the meantime, we'll try to get as much land here as we can, and well, we'll see what happens after. So yeah, that's basically the summary for now. Having here my other fleet patrolling. That's patrolling. Yeah, that's the actual best fleet I have. I mean, it's upgraded to the max at the moment. So yeah, that's basically it for the moment. So we'll see how this develops. We'll have more intel on that at the end of the day. At the moment, I'm third in production in industry. So yeah, maybe today I'll get a bit more. I never have that much resource because I'm constantly spending that on different things. So that's one reason behind that. For example, here I'm just gonna go ahead and buy, I don't know, 4,000. Sorry, because I need that. And stupidly enough, I also need some wood. So 4K here, yeah. Got rid of some cash, but cash is easily gained. So, and selling food at a very low price is not a good idea because you're sponsoring other people's armies and not gaining much from it. Yeah. So guys, hope you enjoyed this. As usual, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and see you next time. We're here with another video, and how I like to say, a game a day keeps the stress away. And welcome from Empire, New Zealand. Yeah, I wanted to say that. Yeah, as you can see, we have like a fucking big chunk of the map. I actually calculated it. I'm just gonna show you here. 850 points equals 13% of the world map. So I'm currently owning 13% of the map. So the thing is, Mongolia did exactly what I told him to do in regards of him taking some land, but instead of taking only that land, he decided it's smart enough to attack me, although I am like the second or third world power, which is dumb. Plain dumb, sorry. On the other hand, Volga aggressively is coming towards me. The same with Tanganyika. Well, since we are allied, whatever, I asked if I should be worried about it. He said, we are allies. I'm still worried. He has a lot of shit. I know that Volga doesn't have that much. I don't know how upgraded their shit is, but definitely more upgraded than most of my stuff. The other guys have been building some things. Under my instructions, sorry. So they are somewhat prepared for whatever may come. As you can see, some of the troops from Volga already on the border here. The thing is, if they start pushing me, they will push in a lot because, like I said, they have a lot of armies in this area here, and I have been in a constant fight ever since day one. First it was Papua New Guinea, then it was the Philippines, then it was nationalist China and Korea at the same time. After that, it was their stupid AI with all the units they have built. After that, we had Mongolia and Tibet. So constant fighting here. Anyways, last thing Mongolia did last night is try to push some units into some of all the stupidest regions ever. He did that, he kept them, and now he's losing all his units, which is of course best plan ever. I moved like 20 units over here because I do have them spread out, but I do have a lot from what it says when you check on the browser version. It says that, well, at least to the last known yesterday, before I produced a few units, I had 204 units. The other people that have over 200 units are British Gabon and then as well Angola. Angola is, I'm guessing, spying on the intelligence of California, because he got wind of that we are allied. He asked me directly. I said I'm allied with everybody who I'm not at war with, and this is actually a true statement, because ever since the beginning of the game I have been allied with everybody, and whoever was not allied with me was actually at war with me. You may even say that I am the puppeteer in this game. I mean, I know it sounds weird, but I have had the information on what both sides are doing during most of the late game so far, and been aware of the plans. I haven't shared those plans with neither side, only I was aware of what's going on. California wanted to fight the Afrikoi, so I told him you can do it. I told the Afrikoi they can fight California, so that way everybody would have been safe. The thing is, like I mentioned in the previous video, my allegiance is to my alliance, and my alliance at the moment are Western Australia, myself, Queensland, and the UK. Yep, the UK. The guy in the middle of the fray here, having all his units ready to do whatever is needed. One of two things will happen. Either he will crush Volga, because Volga has no allegiance to us, since everybody else is supposed to be joining the alliance afterwards. We'll see about that. I hope they do. I would be happy because it's a cool game, cool people, and California has his own alliance, so I doubt he will join us. That would probably be the only reason. And since we have one of our own, that's why we are not joining his. Anyway, I've been on friendly terms with everybody, so I'm happy with the way this game played out. I mean, like I said, the people that were aggressive towards us or me got smacked. So, in my stupid mind, this thing can play out several ways. California decided it's a good idea to announce in the paper that they will be joining my coalition. At the moment, my coalition has 4 people, one of which is South India. I don't know if he's going to be active anymore or what he's going to do. I mean, he's going to get like swept so fast. Anyway, that's not the main point here. The thing is, if I'm like speaking theoretically here, from what I'm seeing, Volga will snatch a big part of Mongolia, then I will snatch some part of whatever is left there, and then it's Volga and Tanganyika versus me and everybody else down there. Army-wise, we'll probably have a bit more than they do, but they have better upgraded army. So, like I said, this is like a theory, one of both ways it can go. They attack. I agree with Tanganyika to smack Volga in the face. Since he's not in our alliance and will not be joining our alliance, then Tanganyika doesn't get involved. United Kingdom pushes from the side of the mainland from Volga. I push from the other side, then Volga's no more. Then we have California, British Columbia, which will be defending the mainland, let's say. Here of the US, which they wanna unite, conquer, and use as a defensive position, I guess. Because as you can see here, Angola is progressing good, British Gabon as well. South Mexico has some territories. From what I know, he doesn't have that much of an army. But again, this information will only be known once it's already too late for anybody actually to make use of that anyway. So since California put me out in the paper like that, and actually that's like a provocation towards Volga, Tanganyika, and everybody else in the other coalition, this may lead to a war that could have been avoided. Avoided to some extent. As I mentioned in the beginning, I have 13% of the world map. In order for a coalition to win a game of this kind, they need to have 65% of the world map, which means at some point they probably have to attack me as well if they aren't unable to secure a bigger part of said United States. Because as you can see here, Africa at the moment has 2,580 points. You need almost 3,800. So that's a lot of points. And we have 1,400. So you see where I'm going with? It would be easier for them to rush us in a land battle than to send troops via ship transport and then land somewhere, then move them around again. It will take like twice as long or whatever. So that's probably one of the reasons for a win. This is like day 18, I think, of this game. So, you know, that would be the one way to play it. And the other way this could go is if we agree, like I said, with Tanganyika, for example, to, well, decide it on an alliance level, let's say. We rush Volga away, me and UK, for example. Tanganyika rushes South India. Then we finish the States. And then we duke it out amongst us. Something like that. I mean, that way, hold up, price, gold, whatever, will stay in the alliance. But that's not something I have discussed with anybody. That's just like a brilliant, brilliant idea that just came to mind. So, you know, we shall see. Anyway, that's how the game is going on so far. Probably this is the last you see me this big. I guess tomorrow I'll be a lot smaller, since today I'm gonna be mostly idle. I have a lot of things in real life to take care of, so yeah, we'll see about that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this, guys. Hope this kind of series is interesting for you, and if it is, there will be more to come from that. So thank you as usual. If you do enjoy it, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.